Okay, this is Professor Campbell, and we're going to talk about dollar value LIFO. Now, in this case, instead of having a unit on each line, we have pools on each line. And those pools could be different products, different costs, and they've been pooled together. So now we're going to take a look at the company has kept its books on the FIFO basis or on the weighted average basis, something that ongoing everyday works. However, at the reporting period, we're changing it to LIFO by that inventory reserve journal entry. We're going to most likely lower our LIFO inventory. So we start out with an inventory that begins on 1/1/2024. And we have an initial base year of 500,000. So step one is, what is my ending inventory at base year cost? Okay. For this purposes, 500,000 divided by 1.0, that's our base year, is 500,000. Makes sense. Step two, my inventory base layer is 500,000. Step three, my inventory layer converted to acquisition cost. Okay, and that is going to be 500,000 times 1 for 500,000. And my dollar value is 500,000. Okay, so that's our base starting year. We start at 1/1. By the end of the year, 12/31/2024, our inventory is 556,500. And I know I have a cost index of 105. So I have 556,500 divided by my cost index 1.05. Okay, and that was equivalent to 530,000. So my inventory is really increased by 30,000 according to these costs. So I have a base layer of 500,000, and I added to that 30,000, and that's the 24 layer. So here I have 500,000 times 1 and 30,000 times 1.1. And that is going to equal 500 plus 31,500, 30,000 times 1.1. No, yeah, 1.05. Sorry, there's a mistake there. 1.05. 1.05. 31,000. So it's 531,500. That's my ending inventory at dollar value LIFO for that particular year's layer. 12/31/2025, I have 596,200 in inventory with a 1.10. So 596,200 divided by, and that's going to equal 542. Okay, this layer right here, I'm at 530. So how do I get to 542? Well, I have 500 plus 30 plus 12. Okay, so this is my base. This is the 24 layer, and this is the 25 layer. So this is going to be times 1. This is going to be times 1.05. 1.05, and this is going to be times 1.10. So I have 500, 31,500, and 12,000 times 1.1, which is 13,200. So I have an inventory 544,700. My ending inventory at dollar value LIFO cost is 544,700. This is my ending inventory at however method they used during the year. Could have used weighted average, could have used FIFO. 12/31/2026. My inventory goes up to 615,250. 615,250 divided into, and I have a index of 1.15, and that equals 535,000. Now we have a situation. My number here is lower than this number. So I really, in order to get to that number, I have the 500 base. Okay. I have the 30,000 from 24. And my 25 layer, I've used some of that, and I only have to take out 5,000 from that. So times 1.0 times 1.05 times 1.10. Okay, still this layer that we're looking at. So the 500,000 layer stays the same, the 31,500 layer stays the same, and 5,000 times 1.1 is 5,500. So now we have an inventory of 537. Dollar value LIFO ending inventory is 537. So we lost a layer in 26. So let's see what happens in 2027. Inventory is 720,000. My index is 125. I divide that into it, and I get, always pause the video and do your calculator. Okay, now this is greater, so I still have the 500, 30. I have the 5,000 layer. I didn't recover the 12. I just move on forward after I bit into that, and then I have to come up with 41,000 from the 27 layer. Remember, this is 25 layer. This is 24 layer, and this is base layer. Okay, times 1.0 times 1.10, 5,000. The 5,000 layer is 1.10. The 30,000 is 1.05. Sorry about that. And the 41,000 layer will be 1.25. So I have 500. 41,000 times 1.25. I add that up for a total of 588,250. Dollar value cost of ending inventory cost of 720. So we've converted it to our LIFO. Take another look at these numbers, run these numbers through the calculators to make sure that you're getting these steps, so steps you need to accumulate and find out how much more you can accumulate. You need to divide it into your index and multiply these layers times the index to get the total amount. Dollar value LIFO. Each one of these layers each year is getting dollar value indexed. Okay, this is Professor Campbell. Thank you very much.